Thank you, Business Fame Magazine, for this opportunity. I am Bill Latino, VP of Sales and Business Development for Arbe.
Kindly brief us about you and your journey since the beginning of your career.
My career has been in sales since the graduation of college. I've actually worked for a number of startups over the last 10 years. And prior to that, I managed global account teams for two leading FPGA companies.
How do you describe yourself in one sentence?
I have a strong affinity for my clients and treat them as friends and want them to be successful.
Kindly describe in detail your company and its unique services and products.
Arbe has designed a revolutionary silicon platform for high definition radar. We offer a radar module that has 48 channels of transmit, 48 receive, over 2,200 virtual antennas with a resolution very similar to LiDAR or camera. And therefore, we're able to see a high number of objects in a given frame, a high number of detections per frame. We're able to pick up stationary objects as well as moving objects. We're able to see elevation of objects, so we know if a car is about to drive over a soda can, a pothole, or if the road ahead is free space. So there is no false detections that are taking place.
Arbe is next generation revolutionary product for automotive industry. What additional things will we see in your service package?
We're looking at scalability. So we can offer an imaging radar, as we mentioned, for the front of the vehicle, but we're also able to provide economically solutions around the vehicle for rear-facing radar for upcoming traffic, corner radars to allow you to turn safely at intersections, and even close radars for valet parking at some point. We're also looking at taking this product to other markets where we could service autonomous trucks that are becoming, the concept is becoming very popular because of all the online retail has taken place and needing to deliver goods from point A to point B. Also with contactless delivery with pods becoming very interesting during this pandemic time. We're able to reach into that market with the product that we offer. Robotics is another interesting area for factory automation. And the list goes on to where sensors, high resolution sensors such as ours would fit into a number of different applications, providing a service to our community.
Are you planning to move in the international market with such innovative product as there is other regions with demand for automotive innovations?
Yes, actually, the other markets such as Asia and Korea and Japan are growing even faster than the US and European market. China actually seems to be ahead of the game when it comes to autonomous vehicles and mobility as a service and contactless delivery. So the entire world is going in this direction, and our plan at Arbe is to be there wherever the requirements take us.
Shortly brief us about the current industry scenario from your perspective.
The current industry scenario with this pandemic has made things very interesting. Prior to the pandemic, we saw a concern about funding. A lot of this development is getting very expensive, and companies were trying to do it on their own. Also, with the number of reported accidents with consumer vehicles, people seem to get a little nervous about the technology, that the technology wasn't here yet, and therefore seem to slow down development, even slow down testing. With the pandemic, it seems there's been an increase. You see a number of companies coming together to work on this project together, like Aptiv and Hyundai with their new company called Motional. You see a merger between Volkswagen and Ford on combining their Arbe division with AID. And there's several other mergers that have taken place to really pool funding for this development. Also, with the pandemic, you see the need for contactless delivery. So pods have become very popular, or mobility as a service. So anything that doesn't involve a driver is almost, or somebody in control almost seems more of a positive and therefore more acceptable because people don't want to be in direct contact during these times.
State us your major achievements and those of your company.
Our major achievement has been as a small company trying to break into a very closed community with the automotive space. The OEMs and tier ones mainly deal with people that they know and they feel comfortable with and they have strategic relationships. But with Arbe being a startup and with this revolutionary product going into a revolutionary application, we've been able to get into and work with the tier ones and the OEMs and also some of these startup companies that are doing pods and autonomous trucks. So our ability to actually get into a closed community and get very well known and be able to actually introduce and start working with these companies with our product has been a major success for us.
How do you see yourself and the company in the near future? Tell us about your future goals.
So from a future standpoint, I see us getting very much involved in some of the features that will be in the next platform for retail cars or consumer vehicles like highway autopilot, traffic jam assist, even emergency braking or advanced cruise control. Those features that consumers will go to their dealer, car dealer and be looking for. We want to make sure that those features work in all conditions, whether it's rain, snow, fog, no matter what the weather condition, no matter what the environmental hazards that are thrown at the vehicle, we want to make sure that those features that a customer counts on works effectively. And therefore, we want our solution to be in those vehicles and providing those safety features. And we're on that path to do so. So we look forward to that opportunity and I think it's going to be a fantastic ride for us.
What would you advise to budding entrepreneurs?
From the entrepreneurial standpoint, I would tell people to make sure that they communicate that as much enthusiasm about their product and company as they can. If they believe in the product, customers will believe in the product. Also, to listen to the market. The market will dictate what adaptations you need to make to your product to be successful. You don't have all the answers right from the get-go. So listen to the market will assist you in that direction. And three, timing is very important. Timing is more important than even money. You have a small window to be successful and therefore you need to make sure that happens and don't skimp on resources and put every effort to get the product out on time. It's very important. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me today, and I want to thank Fame Magazine again for this opportunity.